Hello students, in today's lecture we will discuss about the development of lateral surface of the pyramid which is cut by the cutting plane. So this is a problem which we have considered here. So this problem shows a pentagonal pyramid of a base 25 mm and the axis 60 mm is resting on its base on HP, and one of the edge of that pyramid is parallel to the VP. So this condition is given. Okay, and that pyramid is cut by the section plane, and that plane is perpendicular to the VP and inclined at 45 degree, okay, to the HP, and that plane is bisecting the axis of the pyramid. So these are the conditions which are given to draw the development of lateral surface of that pyramid. So, okay, so we'll start with its front view and the top view with the given dimensions, and then we will locate the position of the cutting plane in a front view, because that cutting plane is having an inclination with the HP, and the inclination with the HP will be visible in a front view. Okay, so we'll start with the top view. So this is XY line, X, Y. So we can extend this line. Okay, so before drawing the top view, we have to find out the conditions which are given in the problem regarding the base edges. So in this figure or the problem, we have the condition that that side is parallel to the VP. Okay, one of the side of the base is parallel to the VP, and on that side only it is resting. Okay, so we will start with the edge which is parallel to the VP or XY line. So we will draw first a line which is parallel to the VP here. Okay, and its length will be equal to the edge length which is given in the problem, and it is of 25 mm. Okay, so first condition we have satisfied here. The base edge of that pyramid is parallel to the VP. Okay, so after that we have to draw another sides of that pentagon. So with the help of protractor we have to take the angle equal to 72 degree from the outside, or from the inside we can take angle equal to 108. So this will be 72 from this side. Okay, and we have to take second edge of that particular pentagonal pyramid here, which is of 25 mm. So here we can locate that second edge. Similarly, from other side as well, we have to take an angle equal to 72 degree from outside, or from inside we can take 108 degree. So from the outside we can take a 72 degree here. Now after that again we have to draw the third edge of that particular pentagonal pyramid, and its length will be equal to again 25 mm. Okay, so these are the three edges. Now with the help of the compass we can take base edge length here. Now we are going to plot the fifth point of that pentagon. So these will intersect here, and this is nothing but a last point of that particular pentagonal pyramid. So we have to join these corners with that particular point here, so it will form a pentagonal base here. So after drawing this pentagonal base, we have to locate the position of the axis which is passing through the center of the pyramid. Now we have to take the midpoint of the opposite lines. So midpoint is 12.5, and we have to join this midpoint with the opposite corner to find out the position of the axis. So 12.5 here. Now we have to join this opposite corner here. So this will be the position of axis in a pyramid. As this is a pyramid, we have to show the slant edges which are visible in a top view as well. So we have to join these corners with this center point, which is nothing but apex. So in case of the pyramid only, we have to join these corners with the center with the help of a dark line. Okay, it shows 5 different slant edges. So this will complete the top view. So these are the 5 different slant edges. Now we have to name each and every corner. Okay, so we will start from here. So this will be A, B, C, D, and this is E, and the point of intersection of these generators or the slant edges will be O, S, which is nothing but an axis of the pyramid. Now we have to transfer this point to the front view with the help of the projections. So take these projections up to XY line. So this is the position of the axis. After that, you have to transfer this point as well, and lastly the point E. Okay, now to locate the apex or the topmost point of the pyramid, we have the axis length here 60 mm. So axis OS is here. So this line, vertical line, will show the axis. So we can take 60 mm distance on this particular line. Okay, so this point will be apex. Now we have to join this apex with the bottom points with the help of continuous thin line, because we haven't shown the position of the cutting plane yet. So we have to use a continuous thin line to represent that particular front view. Okay, so the condition for the cutting plane is given, that cutting plane is bisecting this axis. Okay, that means we have to take a midpoint of that particular vertical axis, that is at a 30 mm. Then we have to draw a horizontal line parallel to the XY up to the slant edge. Okay, now the angle with the HP is given, which is 45 degree. So we have to take angle equal to 45 degree. So here we have to keep that protector, and we have to take angle equal to 45 degree. Okay, so after that we have to draw a line passing through that point. So we have to show that cutting plane with the center line having thick ends, and the thick ends are lies at outside of the object like this. So we have to show these thick ends at the outside. Okay, so this will be the position of the cutting plane, which is inclined at 45 degree and it is perpendicular to the view. Now we have to make the visible portion of that particular pyramid dark. So this line up to the cutting plane will be visible. Complete base is visible. Okay, so after that, so this portion of the pyramid is also visible up to the cutting plane. If you observe this pyramid from the front side, if the observed position is here, so this slant edge OD is also visible in a front view. Okay, so this slant edge is also visible up to the center line. Okay, so this will be the complete representation of the visible portion. So after that we have to name the points to the front view. So this point will be E dash, so this will be A dash, so this will be B dash, this will be C dash, okay, and last is a D dash. Okay, so you can join this B dash with the apex with the help of continuous thin line because it will not be visible. So these slant edges OA and OB is not visible to the observer because if the observer position is here, these two slant edges are behind the object. So these 2 points will not be visible to the observer. As these 2 points are not visible to the observer, the line joining these points with the apex is also not visible to the observer. So we have shown these two slant edges with the help of continuous thin line. Okay. Now we have to go for its development. If you observe the top view of this pyramid carefully, then you can find that all slant edges or the generators of this particular pyramid are having some inclination with the xy line. Okay, so to find the true length of the generator or the slant edge, we have to make it parallel to the xy line. So we have to use some construction method here. So first we have to draw a horizontal line passing through the center of that pentagonal pyramid, and that line should be parallel to the xy. Okay, so after that we have to take a length equal to the one of the generator. So I am taking a length equal to the OB in a top view. Okay, then I will rotate that OB generator and make it parallel. Okay, so we have plotted that B point here on the horizontal line. That means we have made that slant edge parallel to the xy line. Okay, so this will be the new position of the B point. Okay, so now this edge is parallel to the xy line. That means it will show the true length of the slant edge. So we can transfer this point to the xy line. Okay, now we have to join. Suppose this will be the new position of B star here in a front view. So we have to join this new position of the B with the O. Okay, so the line joining this point with the O will shows the true length of this slant edge. Now to draw the development of lateral surface of this pyramid, we have to draw a horizontal line passing through the apex and parallel to the xy line. Okay, now after that we have to take one line parallel to the true length of that slant edge, that is the new position of the slant edge. Okay, and its length will be equal to the true length of that slant edge. So this will be the O dash for the development. So after that, with the help of the compass and radius equal to the true length of that particular slant edge, we have to draw one arc. Okay, so this arc will enclose all the 5 sides of the pentagon. So we have to take the edge length which is located at the base, that is the 25 mm in a compass, and we have to locate all that 5 base edges here on the curve. 1 2 3, so this will be 4 and last is 5. So these are the 5 points of the 5 base edges. So we have to join these points with the apex, which will show the 5 different generators or the slant edges. So we have to use continuous thin line because it is only a construction. We know that after cutting we have to find out the development of lateral surface which is visible to the observer. Okay, so this is a complete development of lateral surface. So this will not be a solution. So we have to use a continuous thin line to represent this complete development. So these are the base edges, so we have to join all the base edges here. Okay, so this point will be A, B, C, D, E, and again this point will be A, because we have cut this pyramid along the OA. So after that we have to find the end point of intersection of this section plane with the each and every generator or the slant edge, and we have to transfer the same distance over the same slant edges which are shown in the development. Okay, so first we have to transfer that dimensions here. So we can see here this section plane is intersecting that OE generator here. So we have to transfer this point on the slant edge we have drawn parallel to the pyramid. So this will be the point. Okay, so after that we have to find the position of the OE generator in this development. Now with the help of the radius equal to the O and the new position which we have transferred here, so this point we have transferred here. So with the help of this radius we have to transfer that point with the help of arc up to the OE generator. Okay, so this will be the point. Okay, so we'll go for the A now. A, this is OA generator, and that cutting plane or the section plane is intersecting that OA generator here. So we will transfer that point horizontally on the generator here. Okay, and with the help of this much of the radius. Now second OA generator is at the last here. So this will be the point of intersection. So we'll name this point as a P1. Okay, so this point will be again a P1. So after that we have to find the position of a section plane here on the OB generator or the slant edge. So this is the point of intersection of that section plane with the OB generator. So we have to transfer it parallel to the XY line on this generator which we have drawn parallel to the true length of the generator. Now we have to find the OB generator in the development, and with the help of this much of the radius we have to transfer that point on the OB generator in a development. So this point will be a second point, P2. Okay, so this will be the P2. Next is we have to transfer the C point now. So we have to find the position of the point of intersection of the section plane with the OC generator. So this will be the point of intersection here. Now we have to draw a parallel line to the XY up to this line with the help of this much of the radius in a compass. We have to find the OC generator in a development, and we have to transfer that same point on that particular generator. So this will be the point of intersection. So this will be P3. Okay, so after that D4, D point, okay, or the OD generator. Now this is a point of intersection with the OD generator, so we'll transfer it here. So we can extend his point here. Now with the help of the compass we have to take this much of the radius, okay, and from O we have to transfer that point on OD generator. So this will be the OD generator here. So this point of intersection will be a P4. So last point is remaining, that is E, which we have already plotted here. Okay, so this will be the P5 and this will be again a P1. Now we have to join all these points with the help of lines. Okay, so we have to draw a line joining P1 to P2, P2 to P3, P3 to P4, P4 to P5 and P5 to P1. Okay, and after that we have to draw this P1 to A here as well, P1 to A, and we have to draw the base edges dark. So these are the base edges, and after that we have to make the visible portion of the generator, the slant edges, dark. So this is a visible portion. So this is a complete development of lateral surface of the cut section of this pentagonal pyramid, whose one of the base edge is parallel to the XY or the VP, and the cutting section is perpendicular to the VP and inclined to the HP at a 45 degree, and that section is bisecting this axis. Okay, so this is a solution for this problem. Lastly, we have to give the dimension to the object. So this is axis height, which is equal to 60 mm. Okay, and we have to show one of the edge length, and the edge length of the pyramid is 25 mm. So edge length is 25 mm. Okay, so this is a complete solution for the development. So in next lecture we will continue with the development of cut section of another solids. Thank you.